Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to this week's video. We're doing a raw video this week, which is a catch up on 2022. We're going to tell you what's coming up for this year, highlights of last year,
Some worst finds, best finds.
best video, worst video, and just share some of the stories that we usually don't get to go through along with a lot of the adventures that we've had this year.
Yeah, a little bit of behind the scenes.
Yeah, a little bit of a catch up chat with you guys. So, you ready, Nikki?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. We started off the year in Australia where we began our East Coast treasure hunting road trip from Sydney to Fraser Island.
Let's go to Bondi.
Bondi Beach, we're back! Woo! It was so great to be back home at Bondi Beach. I could not wait to get in the water. We parked up at the camper and after almost 2 years, finally, I was back at my favourite beach in the world. Nikki and I jumped in the clear blue water and it was good to know there was some gold waiting for me. After treasure hunting, we chilled out in the camper watching the world go by. When I first met Nikki, I was living in a camper van right here at Bondi Beach, so I was just loving being back. Coronavirus kept me out for almost 2 years. I also managed to join up with Michael Oliver on Bondi to help find some lost jewellery before we got caught up in a storm. Silver chain.
Oh yeah, I can feel it. Okay, I don't want to break. Oh god, okay, let's get out of here.
Oh yeah. Then we teamed up with Ed and Caitlin from Detect Ed at nearby Coogee Beach to have a girls versus boys treasure hunt. The girls did win, but remember the giant diamond the girls found? Whoa. Well, the update on that is it was fake, so I think we need a rematch. It was great to be back in Bondi, because that's where it all began. That's where I met Nikki too. And we had some awesome adventures. We went magnet fishing in front of the Sydney Opera House, and I went magnet fishing at a spot where I found loads and loads of those Apple Watches. Oh my gosh, Nikki! 2 Apple Watches, holy moly! 2 in a row, 3! And update on that, they all worked. Every one of them.
Every one of them?
Yeah, they were just flat, so we had to go buy a charger.
Yeah, we haven't found the owners yet because we can't open them and the Apple Store can also not help us.
So if you know any hacks to return Apple Watches and find the owner, let us know. But the good news is at this spot, remember I found this GoPro? Well, I plugged in the SD card and this was the last footage on it. I shared the footage on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and finally got a message from the owner. So we got that back to it. So that's great. And then, yeah, we went up and probably had our best treasure hunt of the year. So that was right up north. So we did about 2,500 Ks return trip, but that water up there was worth it.
Oh, it was amazing.
It was the clearest water we've ever been in, and it was full of treasure.
Yeah, we found a lot there.
Yeah, we also found some spiders, some dingoes, some wildlife, so that was really cool. Australia started the year strong. From Australia, we flew back to the Netherlands, and then we packed up our camper, and we began our European summer road trip.
Yeah, we started in the Netherlands. And then we went to Belgium.
Had some awesome finds in Belgium too. In Belgium, I joined up with Bart, John, and Wim, and we pulled out this bag, and it was full of AK-47 ammunition. Completely crazy. The police ended up showing up, but we found safes, guns, and loads of other stuffs at this spot. So Belgium was awesome. From Belgium, we headed down to Paris, where we stayed at a campsite just outside the city. Paris drivers are insane, by the way. I should probably give you some background. Nikki and I aren't millionaires. Usually, we just free camp along the way when we travel. Our camper van has everything we need, like a fridge, shower, and toilet, so really this helps save on costs as we tour and do searching for treasure. In France, there are free campsites all over the country called air to camping, like this one where anyone can just pull up and stay for a few nights and explore nearby villages. France is definitely one of the most beautiful countries to travel around in a camper. The scenery is amazing, there is loads of wineries, beautiful villages, and the magnet fishing is great too. Paris was amazing. In Paris, I caught up with Ariane and Clement to go magnet fishing right in front of the Notre Dame Cathedral. It was incredible. We had loads of people watching and we even put many of them to use pulling out some incredible finds from the river as well. This was the first time I've ever been to Paris and it definitely lived up to the hype. Bonjour from Paris. She's about to see the Eiffel Tower for the first time. How cool is that? Yeah. Oh my God.
After taking way too many photos in Paris, we went down to Lyon for some more magnet fishing.
Oh my gosh, it's not even coming off with the car. Come on, careful, stay back. All right, we're back at the car. I'm gonna get the Nomad out and go scuba diving in there. And hopefully I can get this magnet back because we don't want to lose it. We're on a treasure hunting road trip.
Then we checked out the beautiful city of Annecy. Then we went to Switzerland and met up with our friend Dave for some river treasure hunting.
Professional. Here I go. Here's an update on a find for you. Remember this gold watch? It was actually gold, but I didn't have it in the wrap up on the video. That's because I lost it before I got out of the river. So I do find a lot, but I lose a lot as well. Bummer. And another amazing find was this one. So I'll have an update on this very soon. Then we went up through the Alps, the Swiss Alps, which is just incredible. You can go up there in the camper van and look out and just see all these glaciers on top of the mountains. Yeah. It was so cool.
It was beautiful.
Have a look at the view. I want to show you the glacier with some good news and some bad news. You can see the glacier up there. Look at it. Looks so cool. Up the top and over this side, look at that glacier. But then if I zoom out, this is where the glacier used to be all the way down to there. A long way, isn't that sad? So far, but what a beautiful place. Switzerland really is one of the most beautiful places you'll ever see in your life. It's just breathtaking view after breathtaking view. Highly recommend driving through the Swiss Alps if you get the chance. Then we drove down through Italy, and our goal in Italy, right, was to find Italy's most beautiful beach.
I think we did it.
Yeah, well, we checked as many places as we could. It was incredible. So we come down from Switzerland into the top of Italy, and the first spot was a place, I can never get this right, what's it called? Cinque Terre.
Cinque Terre?
Cinque Terre. It translates in English to 5 villages. So it's these 5 villages along the cliff edges, which are really remote, and they used to only be accessible by boats. These days you can take a train there, and for us, our camper van.
That was a struggle to get down.
Yeah, that was a struggle. Yeah, so we had to park the camper van at the top because they're so steep and walk all the way down with my scuba gear. Lucky I had the Nemo because it's so much lighter, and then the walk up was always heavier because we found, you know, some gold jewelry, some GoPros. Even at that first spot, remember I found the GoPro?
Yes.
Well, we went through the footage. I posted that on Instagram and TikTok. This GoPro has been underwater for a couple of years. This is the last footage taken of the girl jumping off the cliff. The girl sounds American, so share this footage, and if you know her, let me know. But let's see if we can return it to her. But what I didn't know is she made a video of her own as well.
Hey guys, if anyone finds a GoPro like right around this area, it's Mike, so let me know.
So I'm happy to say we tracked it down, and her GoPro, along with all of her holiday footage, is back in her hands. So that GoPro has since gone back to her, but that was a beautiful area in Italy. Like the first spot was just amazing.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Cinque Terre, recommend it. Full of tourists, but go there early and you'll be all right. From Cinque Terre, we did a quick stop by Pisa. Just for a photo. After leaving Pisa, we drove out into the countryside of Tuscany, and boy, are we so glad we did this. I'm so happy to share these shots with you because we didn't get to show it in any of the videos, and it's just spectacular. Look at this view. Good morning, everyone. How you going? Look over there. We've got the camper van, and Nikki's inside of it. You can just see her there, and have a look at this beautiful view we've got here on the hills in Tuscany at the moment. Wow, stunning. What a place out there on the hill. But now it's time to head to the beach and find some treasure. You have a great day, everyone. And then we headed down to another cliff edge, the Amalfi Coast, which is stunning. We drove all the way down, and my gosh, do not do it in a camper. I was white-knuckled holding the steering wheel. Whoa. Oh my gosh, how is there a bus here? How is there a bus? How is there a bus here? Oh my gosh. We are going to get stuck. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Every car's got scratches down the side of it. Trying to find a place where this road along the cliff just ends so I could turn around or pull over and sleep. What a nightmare.
Yeah, that was a nightmare.
That was a nightmare. So we woke up the next morning with, right, we've got to ditch the camper van. we hired a scooter and we went to Italy's probably most Instagrammed beach, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so.
It's called Positano and it was stunning.
Yeah.
So we spent 3 days here and had an awesome treasure hunt there. It was beautiful, clear water, found loads again. And it was just a dream for me to go to the Amalfi Coast.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing.
And then you see all this, like the super yachts sitting out there on the water. It's like, oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. Like, what's that show we watch? Below Deck Mediterranean. Yeah. Positano is also really close to Sorrento and Pompeii, so we went and checked that out. And then we headed along the coast to continue our search for the Italy's best beach because, you know, Positano was great, but we weren't sure. So we kept going. What was the next one? Praia a Mare was beautiful.
Yeah.
It had this little peninsula, had a castle there, blue water on either side. But unfortunately, there was loads of trash in the water.
Yeah, there was not a lot of treasure, but a lot of trash.
Yeah, it was one of those spots where it was like beautiful, but you know, humankind had ruined it. So we cleaned up a lot of the trash, which was good. I still enjoyed my treasure hunt there and just looking through the clear blue water.
It was a lot of fun, but just not a lot of treasure.
Nikki likes the treasure, see? And where did we go from Praia a Mare?
I think we went further south to Taranto.
And we found gold here, and not just gold as in gold rings and jewelry. We found what I think is the best beach in Italy. You'd think we'd remember the best beach we found in Italy. Here we go. So the best beach in Italy is dun dun dun. Okay, so Italy's best beach is called Spiaggia di Porto Pirone. It is beautiful. It's like a pool.
Yeah.
It's like this deep out for so long and the water is clear. There's just sand everywhere. It's like a giant man-made pool. There's also some Roman ruins out on the headland. You can camp right next to it. And again, we found lots of treasure too.
Lots of treasure, but I think the beach was the actual treasure.
Yeah, the beach was so good.
It was amazing.
I didn't even hear of this beach on any tourist maps or no one recommended it. So it was kind of like, you know, a bit of a shock, but it was stunning. And let me just say, Italy has a lot of beaches, so you know, if this one doesn't float your boat, then there's plenty of other ones out there that will, but this one was my favorite. So good.
Yeah.
And while we were in Italy, it was so hot. It was like 40 degrees every day with the camper van. So it was super hot in that thing, and there was no shade, no trees anywhere. So we were kind of moving fast to find a place with some shade, I guess, as well as the most beautiful beaches.
Yeah.
And then
we didn't find that. We
no,
didn't find any shade.
No, we didn't find any shade. That was harder than gold rings and jewelry.
Yeah.
So from Italy's most beautiful beach, we went across the other side of the hill to Ostuni, and then Nikki wanted to show me this village called Alberobello, which is, you describe it, Nikki. What is it? How did you find about this place?
I don't even know. I think I just saw it somewhere, and it's just this village.
It's very Instagrammed.
It's a village within another village.
Yeah.
And it has all these tiny little round houses, and they have these round roofs.
Round roofs, yeah. They look so cool. Yeah. It does look super cool. Like, it's really, lots of people go there, and it was so cool to walk around. You can go in the houses. They have, like, you know, workshops in there and stuff, but beautiful place. And then from there, we went back to the beach. So that was our inland little trip. We went up by Bari. We went to Monopoli. So, yeah, we went to Monopoli first, then Bari, then headed up along the coast. And then we ended up going back across to Rome, when in Italy, you know, had to go there. Mm-hmm. I say a quick few nights in Rome, but there is so much to see, and I have never been to Rome before. To see the Colosseum up close like this was just breathtaking. I can't tell you how excited I was to be right here. Are you not entertained? There's so much to see. I could do an entire video just on all the sights in Rome. It's spectacular. Once again, ticking off another place on the bucket list for me. I'm so glad we finally made it. We wore our feet out and tried to see as many sights as possible, but it is impossible in 3 days, so we're coming back to Rome. What an amazing city. Would love to treasure hunt here. After Rome, we headed up the country to Florence, where we got one spectacular sunset and one spectacular parking fine. One of many on this road trip, which I'll tell you about later. And then we're out of Italy. We've done our round the Italy trip. It's too hot. It's 40 degrees. So after Florence, we head back home because it was so hot. It was 40 degrees everywhere. So we came back to the Netherlands. Back in Amsterdam, we had the highlight of getting invited to the Pixies by David Lovering, the drummer. He's a fan of metal detecting and watches Bondi treasure hunters, so that was awesome. Didn't stay long. We jumped on the ferry with our camper and went over to England for the world's biggest magnet fishing event, Magnet Collab, which was awesome. There was like 300 magnet fishers there. That was so good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah, everyone was great, and we found some really cool motorbikes in that event. Okay, 3, come on, here it goes! All right! Then after that, we did some metal detecting events. Nikki found a 3000 BC Bronze Age axe head metal detecting in the field. Oh, Nikki! Look what Nikki just dug up. Oh my gosh, that is a dream find. Yeah! All right, that is a dream find. Look at that.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Couldn't bring it home, unfortunately.
Yeah, you can't bring it home because there is laws over there, the treasure laws, so it has to be registered, which is good to preserve the history, and then maybe we get to keep it later. We have to apply for an... Yeah, hopefully. The next event we went to, we found a silver Roman ring, which is treasure. Okay, what do we got? Oh, that looks... Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That's a Roman ring. Yeah, silver Roman ring. And then a Roman burial hoard, which was just incredible. Yeah. So I know you guys are waiting up for an update on that. It's coming soon. It's this close to being ready. There's just some publicity that they're going to do. And once that's all done, then I'll have the full story and be able to give it to you, because I don't want to give half the story because it is such a cool find. Yeah. Dream find. Gosh, we went everywhere, didn't we? We went to London for 3 nights and we got about a €1,500 fine for the low emission zone in London for each of these 3 days. Yeah. So that was like €4,500 of fines we got in London. So City of London, you're welcome. That was unbelievable, isn't it? Then we came back to the Netherlands and we went back to Switzerland for some more river treasure hunting. Unfortunately, that didn't work out because Nikki got corona, then I got corona, and we ended up on the couch for 3 weeks. Yeah. We got saved by Ed and Caitlin, who called us up and said, we're on a boat down in Croatia, come and join us, and how could we say no? So we drove in our camper van all the way to Croatia, 15.5 hours non-stop.
Yeah, that was a long way.
It was a long way. My eyes were bloodshot when I saw Ed and Caitlin at the dock. But we had the best trip ever. The crew. Nikki's on board. Yeah. Captain Ed behind the steering wheel. 6.5 knots on the Richter scale.
What do you think of sailing?
I'm loving it, man. This is the first time I ever sailed. I got the wheel. I still need to publish the full video, but we had the best week ever in Croatia with Ed and Caitlin. We went diving in caves, sailing around the islands, all the way from Trogir, Hvar, Korčula, and back to Dubrovnik. We got completely lost. The water was crystal clear, and wow, Croatia is one of my favorite places in the world. Stay tuned because that video will be coming out very soon. Oh my gosh, the weather was perfect, the water was super clear, the islands were completely empty, weren't they?
Yeah, there was no one around.
There was no one, and we went to a lot of restaurants and it was like, you're our last guests for this season, and they were all partying because it was all over, so we had some great adventures with those guys. Then we drove back from Croatia all the way to here again. I had to do a quick flight surprise trip for my mum's 70th birthday back to Australia for 2 weeks. Happy birthday, dear Nonny. Happy birthday to you. Bip. Bip. I had an absolute blast celebrating Mum's birthday. We had such a great time hanging out. I beat up the little nephews who are growing up bigger. We had this house on the water, so it was just good to hang out with the family, and we had a really good time and probably had a few too many to drink. Happy birthday, Mum. Love ya. And then I came back here, which is where we are now in Amsterdam. What a year. Whew. I'm tired just talking about it. That is amazing, isn't it?
It was amazing. We've seen so much.
So in 2022, we published 51 videos. In the last week of the year, we were like, it's Christmas, we were just busy shopping and we thought, no, we won't do it. So sorry about that one. Almost one video every week for a year. This year we'll do 52, right?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. We had 56.6 million views in total for the year, which is insane.
It's insane, yeah.
We grew 156,000 subscribers. Thanks to all you new subscribers and your old subscribers. It's so good to have so many more people join our ventures.
Yeah.
It's just incredible. I can't believe 156,000. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. And I especially like the fact that a lot of people are always saying, I got my magnet because of you.
Yeah.
I think that's really nice.
How many are we going to grow by this year then?
Well, let's get to 500,000.
500,000. All right, here we go. Yes. Okay. So on that, we almost hit 300,000 subscribers. Very close. We've hit it now. That means we've got to get 200,000 subscribers this year. We met loads of people last year as well. Wim and John and Tim and Dennis and Ramon and Hanny and Adam and Michelle over in the UK.
Yeah.
So we went to the collab. We met 300 people there. There was a magnet fishing event in Amsterdam. Dave in Switzerland again, and he came to Amsterdam, which was really fun. Metal detecting events where there was 600, 700 people. I love meeting you guys and going out, so we're going to keep you updated on where we're going to go this year. And we've started a Spanish channel. So if you want to hear me talk in Spanish, here we go.
Y luego revisaremos todos los tesoros, pero hoy estamos de suerte aquí abajo, es asombroso.
I love the guy that does the voiceovers. He's got the passion just like me, I think.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. Best video. Okay, we both know what the best video is.
The best video is the one in Gouda.
10 million views was our best video of the year. It just went kaboom.
That video had like 1 million the first day, and then 2 million the second day, and so on to 10 million. And
Yeah, you can never pick it, can you?
No.
We weren't expecting this, so we've never had a video get double digits, millions of views, ever. So that one just went kaboom. It was awesome. By the way, the first knife that Wim found in that, it was worth 970 euros.
Crazy.
That's very possible murder weapon right there. Oh, that is crazy. What does it say? Made in Germany? It's probably chopped someone's arm off, so I wouldn't use it. But if you haven't seen that video, check it out. I'll put a link below for that one. And also our worst video.
Which one's the worst one?
Well, when I say we started the year in Australia, we did, but there was a lag on the videos. So we did it something a little bit different. We mixed it up and did a walking tour while we're in Dubrovnik.
Right.
And that was our worst video. It had, I think, 26,000 views.
Ooh.
Yeah, not so good. So we were thinking we should do more travel and maybe start a travel channel, but it seems like you guys don't like the travel so much, so we'll stick to the treasure hunting. But always good to try new things, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Favorite video of the year, Nikki, what was it?
I think my favorite one was the one in Fraser Island.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
beautiful. The water is so clear. It was full of treasure. We went camping overnight. We had these hot pink four-wheel drives. There were spiders in the morning,
Yes.
and just the most stunning scenery. And then you get out there and it's so bright under that water
Yeah.
that it's so clear that your eyes are squinting while you're scuba diving.
You should wear sunglasses on the water.
Yeah, the sand is so white. You found a gold ring, gold jewelry. Yeah, Nikki was killing me there. Holy moly. That's a mega one. That was probably my favorite too. It's just great to hang out and have my brother and sister-in-law there. This was one of the filming disasters I had this year where I flew the drone out over the water and I actually put it in the water. But somehow it survived and came back out again. Least favorite video of the year for you?
Well, I think that's a very recent one. In Amsterdam, when it was freezing cold. I was freezing.
Yeah. And you almost fell in the canal? What's up?
Almost fell in the canal that day too, yeah. Oh god.
My least favorite video was, remember the one where I found all the watches on the magnet at the old quarry? Well, I said you guys want me to go scuba diving in there, and I got a lot of comments, yeah, go scuba diving. So the next video, I went scuba diving there, and it was the scariest thing I ever did.
Yeah.
It was just super deep down there. It's so scary. It's so cold down there. Oh. but nobody watched the video. No. nobody saw that video, so I was like, why did I go in here? Anyway, so I'll put a link for that one too, because I still get a lot of comments. Did you go scuba diving? I should actually put it with that video, but I did go scuba diving there. It was super deep, very scary.
Very dangerous.
Yeah, so thanks for not watching.
Don't do that.
Sometimes, like I say, YouTube, sometimes the video goes great. Sometimes it just dies. You just never know. We put it out there, but that was one of those ones that wasn't worth the effort for me. So worst video, most difficult video to film. I'm going to go with Positano. Positano, like I said, we rock up there in the camper van, no place to park, nowhere to turn around. It's a cliff edge and we're in a giant, camper van. Yeah. So then we had to find a place to park the camper, hire a scooter, park it. You have to walk all the way down the cliff. The stones on the beach are like hot liquid magma. They are so hot.
Yeah, you have to run.
You have to run. And if you sit on the beach, you're just melting. So Nikki's filming me at the wrap up at the end going, just dripping with sweat. But yeah, and then walking back up the hill. So I think that was definitely the hardest, but we put a lot of effort into filming that one and it was just such a great adventure. But definitely the hardest one for me, most difficult. Let's do some fines updates. Fines update. This is another reason we wanted to speak to you guys, because we find so much and we really don't get to talk to you and catch up and tell you about what happened with each of the fines. So let's do that. The dagger holder. This is my personal favorite find of the year. It is a medieval dagger holder from 1500s, and it's got Jesus's name written on there. And it's so ornately decorated, you can see with this tin around it. And they are super rare, and it's been preserved now, so the wood in it has been dried. They freeze dry it. I'm so proud of this one.
Yeah. And I think the special thing about this is it's not even magnetic.
No, yeah. So cool. Very happy with that one. What's our next find? Oh, the Roman Horde. Yes, the Roman Horde. I've already spoiled that one too, so update on that coming very soon. Stick around. The trail cam. I wanted to update you on that. Remember when I was in the river in Switzerland with Dave? We found that huge cache of ammunition, and beside it was the trail cam.
You see it wrapped around the tree there?
No. Oh, yeah.
What is that? It's a watch camera.
It's a camera, yeah.
Oh, it's a surveillance camera.
Me and Dave finally heard from the police. They checked the trail cam footage and it was monitoring beaver activity in the river.
Yeah, we were very scared at that.
Yeah, we were very scared. We thought the trail cam was put on there to monitor the ammunition that they dumped in there waiting for someone to pick it up.
It was just so weird because the stash was all there and then the camera was there. It's like, what's going on here? Yeah,
what is going on here? And we looked at the trail cam going, what is this? So it had our faces right in there. It was like too late, Yeah. Oh, so I'm happy to report that one's over. And one more thing, wait there. I know this is from this year, but you remember the enamel sign I found the other day? I've cleaned it up and there it is. Cigarettes, 25 cents. How cool is that for an enamel sign? I'm leaving it like this, nice and crusty. So he's going on the wall somewhere, Nikki.
Yeah, he's cool.
And some updates on merch. I know I've been getting a lot of messages from you guys about merch. We are working on that. We're building a new website. It's going to be coming out very soon. So we'll have some merch and other cool things. We'll have newsletters. We'll do some giveaways for you guys as well. So lots of exciting things there coming up. Where are we going this year?
Well, I think we got a couple of countries we want to go to. England,
we're going back to England.
Switzerland,
we love it.
We want to go to Spain. Maybe Morocco.
Ooh. Meteorites in Morocco. Do you guys have any treasure that you want us to find? Any treasure stories? If you want to meet up with us and you've got a spot, let us know because we are open.
Yeah, free to go anywhere.
We're going to be doing lots of traveling, so lots of adventures coming up. Let us know if you've got an adventure you think that we should do. So actually, we're going to ask you guys this. We're thinking about doing another channel, travel channel. The worst video of the year was a travel video. So we don't know. Let us know. Should we do a travel channel because we go to so many places, but we only show you such a tiny part of where we go.
There's a lot of behind the scenes things
Lots of
going
behind
on.
the scenes. So if you want to see that, let us know and we'll do the extra work and make a travel channel as well.
Yeah.
Which could be fun. But
I think it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we do see so much. It's a shame not to bring you all on the adventures. And we just want to thank you for watching our videos and being so cool and supportive. I pinch myself every day, feel that I'm so lucky to be able to go search for treasure around the world and bring you guys along with us and have so much positivity come your way from us. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Wish you the best of 2023. Let's go out and find some treasure.